free to distribute afterward. That said, we can go ahead and get started here in the room.
Thank you. Congrats on the win, Coach. You want to just kind of talk us through your thoughts on the match?
Yeah, a bit of a boy honestly at this point, but yeah, listen, I think just the imprint this week in terms of what we were trying to do, learning from Boston, obviously with box defending, I thought we really took care of Orlando's threats tonight, and that was something that we really wanted to make sure that we could take into this week from last week. I think credit to everybody. I mean, I have to talk about Kaya and Dana first of all. I mean, for Dana, like I think it's a good testament of basically what happens when you're not in the roster, not in the team, and what you can end up achieving. And then Kaya, I mean, what a story. Like, just no words after the game. But yeah, just her journey in 14 months out. So just really credit everybody. Practice all week and just kind of obviously not having our head coach as well, but obviously having his imprint through the week was super, super important. But really happy with the win.
And then the first half, it kind of looked like Orlando was kind of more on the attack, and Portland wasn't able to really build up. Kind of what was the halftime conversation?
The halftime conversation was really about us trying to be more aggressive because I thought we were a little bit more passive than we wanted to be. Obviously, new defensive system tonight. I don't know if you guys saw, but obviously a little bit of tweaks just to kind of deal with Orlando's two pivots. So that was something that we obviously will look back on film, and there's definitely some improvements. I think also like for us, it was about making sure that when we had the ball, that we took care of the threats that they have up front, and so we took a little bit of a different approach of that as well. But yeah, it was just to really make sure again that we had threats in the line, because I think when you've got Pietra and Soph like kind of occupying their two centre backs, it causes them to sag a little bit and drop down. So we wanted to really kind of take advantage of the spaces in between their full backs and centre backs. So that was kind of the half-time message.
We have quite a few injuries on the roster right now. How does it feel to have such a deep bench so that you can pull off a win like this, even with quite a few people out?
Great question. I think first of all I have to give credit to our medical team and performance team, just not just Kai's situation, but kind of all the injuries that we've had. I think for us there's a reason why you have 26 players on a roster, and so we believe in our players. I said this in the pre-game presser of we believe in our squad in terms of how they train, prepare, and work hard every day. And again, I think you see kind of like with the likes of Dana kind of getting her opportunity and what she was able to do today. So again, I think it's just kind of it's a collective effort, especially with Liv going down. It's not just going to be one player that takes kind of her position. It's going to be a collective effort across the group.
Yeah, I want to ask a little bit more about Dana. Just she hasn't had a lot of opportunities this year, especially to start. Just what's her attitude been like this year and staying prepared and being ready for when she's called on?
Dana's a professional. That's the reality of it. And I think she's been around for a long time. I remember when I was in college and we used to compete against her at Florida State. And yeah, I think she works a lot with Jen, our IDP coach. Shout out to Jen because she's worked with Dana kind of in the shadows, if you like. But she was prepared for her opportunity tonight, and we're really, really happy for her.
What did you say to Hanks before she came on the field?
I just said, what would you have told yourself, kind of 12 months ago? And she was like, I don't know. I was like, just enjoy.
Any other questions?
I know technically you won't be at the helm next weekend, but kind of if you're looking forward at Washington, what do you think is your big takeaway to focus on this upcoming week?
I think biggest thing with Washington is, again, just making sure learnings from last time when we played them. I think when we were successful against them because of how defensively compact we were, how much defensive control that we had, and then how we can exploit them in the counter-attack. And I think similar to this week as well, like how we can really nullify their front line. That's something that we know they have quality in the front line, but also the pivot's kind of similar. It's obviously going to be different personnel, but how we can also nullify that as well and tweak kind of the defensive areas that we had. And then again, I think how we take care of the ball in possession is super important. I think you saw tonight we started to suffer a little bit in the second half until towards the end of the game because we were giving silly turnovers away. So for us, it's making sure that we can clean that up as well.
I just want to ask how you felt the team dealt with Banda. She was the leading scorer in the league right now. And just how do you feel that the team dealt with her today?
Well, shout out to Issa JP because at halftime we kind of already we talked about how well they had done and how they needed to continue with that. I thought we were physical with her. We kind of let her know she was at Providence Park, and listen, she's a quality player, so we knew that we had to, kind of have a different defensive plan. So for us, it was making sure that we could front screen her as much as possible with Jessie. It was also making sure that we also had we always have a +1, if you like, when we're kind of deep in the opponent's half with the ball. And tonight we actually did where we had kind of 2.5 to kind of deal with that. So I thought the team did an amazing job. Credit to the entire back line, credit to the midfield. And again, it's a collective effort. It's not just one player, of course. But I thought JP and Issa did an outstanding job.
Is there any update on Braylon Turner's injury?
So I know she's close. She's back in training. I think I said this in the pregame. She's in kind of a controlled environment, obviously with the role that I'm in. I just think for me, like, I don't really have a specific timeline to give you, but it is very, very close. So I would expect her back very soon, for sure.
And then how is Julie doing?
Julie's doing great as well. Is on schedule to kind of come back into the roster later on in the year. So I think you'll see Julie. Not anytime soon, but it's definitely before the end of the season for sure.
And then Nina went out. I'm assuming that was a concussion sub based off of being able to sub in Kaya at the end there. Yeah. Is that more precautionary? Like, I guess how concerned are you there?
Yeah, well, it was precautionary just because she took a huge knock to the head. Basically, it was just like, we're laughing about it now. It wasn't funny in the moment, but it was actually from Jessie trying to clear a ball, and they kind of collided. So she got Jessie's basically head to her face. So. We're just saying how her teeth are still there, so that's important. But she does have kind of she is banged up, like, in terms of her face. So, but yeah, it's something that I'll have to check on. It's right after the game. I really don't have an answer right now, just based on medical.
That's it, I think. Any other questions? Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
1 2 1 2. Hey, yeah. Hey, test. Hey, yeah. Oh. Hey, check. You can hear us now, Tamara?
Yeah, thanks. I'm not sure what happened, but I'm recording on my end, so hopefully it picked that up.
Okay, sweet. We were recording on our end too, so hopefully our audio was able to get that for you. I'm not sure what was happening there for you.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks, though.
All right, we got the players coming now. All right, thank you all for attending our post-match press conference with Dana Castellanos and Kaya Hanks. As always, 15 minutes is allotted for tonight. When it is your turn to ask a question, you do have the opportunity to ask a follow-up. Tamara, I know you had some audio issues here on your end, but let us know if that happens again so we can double check and make sure to have time for you to ask some questions. If not, just type them in the chat. I will ask for you. With that said, we can go ahead and get started with our questions here in the room.
Congrats on the win. An exciting one today. Do you want to just start us off with your overall thoughts on the match?
I think the team did a really good job today. We defended so well, and also like obviously getting the 3 points is the most important part. But like, what a joy like having her back on the field, and like what a comeback, man! Like for real.
Yeah, I second that. I feel like it was a great like team performance. Our back line like held down so heavily today, and then also just like we tried our best to keep the ball, and we, tried to, we talked a lot like these past few days as a team, and I feel like it all came together to get today. And obviously like Dana's goal, friggin' insane. It's the most Dana goal ever, I swear. But obviously it's like super exciting, and I was like near tears for her because like it's all come together for the both of us, I feel like. Yeah.
And then Kaya, a bit of a fairy tale for you out there coming back from your ACL. Can you tell us what Pietra told you when you subbed on?
Yeah, she was just saying like, oh, what did she say?
She was like, probably, man.
Come on, man. She like, I mean, she gave me a big hug, and she was just like, you got this, like, you know who you are, and like you can just be yourself, and you can do it, basically.
Congrats to both of you on great goals. For Kaya, you had such a huge emotional response from the team when you got your goal. How did that feel to have them all supporting you and showing how much they each care about you?
Oh, it meant the world to me. Like, I feel like running to everyone, I was like on the like I wanted to cry, but I'm like, no, not now. There's still like time left. And the game's not over. But it honestly just means so much to me. Like, they've been like around me through this, like, or for most of this process, and they've all, tried to give me smiles or like pats on the back for like the work I've been doing. So it really just meant so much to me to like be able to celebrate with them and to see them like laughing and smiling with me. So it was really surreal.
She wasn't crying, but we were.
And congrats on your goal as well. It was amazing. With a goal like that, what runs through your mind right before you're about to kick it in?
Just kicking the goal, I guess, on frame. Yeah, I had a good feeling today that something was special was going to happen, and obviously, like with Kaya coming back, the 3 points, and like on top of that, like me personally, like scoring the goal, like I think it was a great like team performance, and like after that, we became like even more like together, and like I think it was a great teamwork today.
Kaya, what's it like to go through 14 months of recovery and all the work that it takes to get back to this point? Like, just what is that like, and how does it pay off in a day like today?
It was hard. It was a very hard 14 months. I mean, like there were like, to be honest, there were times that I didn't even want to show up. And there were times where like the only thing that got me through the day was like being around everybody and being able to be like in the locker room with everyone and laugh and smile and see everybody laugh and smile on the field. And it's been hard to like not have like this sport that I love for so long and not be able to like share like my abilities and my crafts with like my family and just like share the field with these girls. So it's been tough, but I think like the support system that I had was just incredible. Like our entire staff has been so supportive of me, and like the girls have been so supportive of me, and like just trying to like they gave me like a lot of like pushes up and like a lot more motivation, because like when I felt like it was hard for me to do it for myself, I like was like, oh, I can do it for them and do it for the people who want to see me back too.
And then Dana, for you, you haven't had a lot of opportunities this year to play and to start. how have you stayed positive through this year and been ready, stayed ready for a moment like this?
Being professional, I guess, it's been tough for me, but at the end of the day, I think my teammates, they deserve everything, and like good attitude every day and showing up every day and working hard, like for myself as well, and like for having these, like to be ready for these kind of opportunities. And I think just not taking anything for granted at the end of the day. Like football changes like really quickly, and today was my opportunity, and I had the privilege to take it.
All right, we're gonna go to Zoom with Tamara.
Hi, Tamara Griffin with The Athletic. Congratulations on the win and to both of you on your goals. Kaya, I know you shared what Pietra said when you subbed on, but I'm curious if you can share what she shared with you when you ran to her after scoring. It seemed really loud in there, so
Yeah, it was really, I don't think anybody really said anything when I was over there. It was just like a lot of screams, a lot of like, pats on my head and just big hugs. I think she was just like, "Oh my gosh," like along with like a lot of other people, but yeah, that's probably the gist of it.
Okay, and then Dana, as a veteran on this team, I'm just thinking about what seems, at least from the outside, like a bit of an emotional roller coaster that the team's been on the past couple of weeks, from results to the returns of Kaya and Morgan, and then the news about Olivia Moultrie earlier this week. How have you seen the team stay grounded across all of these changes?
How Kaya said at the beginning, we had a lot of conversations, and at the end of the day, like we stick together, and like we know the potential that we have as a team, and like obviously, like it's super sad to lose Olivia, but like we gained back Kaya and Morgan, and Julie is on her way back as well. And I think it's just like supporting each other like all the way and sticking together. I think we have done like a really good job with that, and also like having the tough conversations that will lead us like to what happened today. And I think like we show a lot of character today and like what this team can do, and I'm very proud of the whole team.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tamara. Bring it back to the room. Any additional questions here in the room with us? All right, I'll take that as a no. Thank you all.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
guys.